Hello everybody and welcome to the Align to Your Purpose video series. Yes, it's a video series now, not a masterclass. As you'll start to understand as I share more of this wisdom that's flowing through me, it decided that it wanted to come through as a video series, not an actual masterclass, because I was going with the flow and what Spirit was guiding me to do. So it's going to be a series of videos that are going to be dropped to you when the inspiration is flowing through me. I have an outline of what needs to be shared, and it will be released when it's meant to be released in divine timing. So the first video that we're going to talk about here is what actually is purpose. And I have some notes to make sure that I am sharing everything that I want to share. So if I'm looking over here, it's because I'm looking at my notes, okay? So let's talk about first what is purpose, because I feel like there's a lot of misconception out there in the world of what actually purpose is, because everyone's kind of like on their search for purpose. You know, they've had something happen in their life, myself included, where you've lost something or there's been a very, very huge change in your life. And so you're like, okay, this isn't working. I need to find my purpose because that's going to bring me joy and passion and light me up, okay? So it's probably why you're here, that you want to ignite this fire inside of you. So I want to share with you what purpose is and what purpose is not, what's being taught out there that is not, because I tell you, I've spent over 4 years trying to really lock in my purpose. A lot of you who've probably been in the group for quite a while maybe have seen a lot of this like ebb and flow and sort of all over the place trying to navigate and figure out what my purpose is. And that's because I was looking outside of myself for my purpose. So today we're going to talk about what actually is purpose. So purpose is a state of being. It's an emotional state. It's an energetic signature that you're pulsing out of who you are being and who you are, okay? It's who you are, like at your core, okay? And when we're being who we are and we're pulsing out our energetic signature, which I like to call our divine feminine's expression, emotional expression in this lifetime, we are moved, we are in flow, we are inspired. Things just move through us. Our doing in the world moves through us. And so we live in a world where it's so focused on doing things. The actions that we're taking, the labels of who we are, our qualifications, the skills that we have, and what we're actually doing, like physically doing as our purpose. And I want to share with you that this is actually backwards. And if you follow this paradigm of this is the way you unlock your purpose, follow your purpose, live your purpose, you're going to continually keep searching for your purpose outside of yourself. And you're never really going to feel filled up from within. You're never going to feel fully connected to the truth of who you are. You might actually start to feel depleted, feel very frustrated. So for me, when I heard this, when I first started, it's like, okay, your purpose is who you're being. It still didn't register for me. It still didn't click, because my mind was like, no, like I need to know, like, what are the action steps that I need to take in my life to live my purpose, because I need my purpose. Because I need that passion, because I lost everything. And it just didn't register that it's who I was being. And when I was being this, the how, the what, the when, the things would just flow through me. Take that in for a second, okay? Your purpose needs to be like pulling you to it. It needs to be moving you. It needs to be inspiring you. And then you take the action. So I had that backwards. And even though I heard it, it wasn't clicking inside of me. I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't resonating with me. So if I can have you understand this now, that this is where we start, is fully getting connected to our divine feminine, to our energetic signature in our lifetime, and that beingness is your purpose. It's going to save you a lot of headaches. It's going to save you a lot of years, a lot of searching outside of yourself like I was. And that would be the greatest gift if I can give that to you today. Okay? So your purpose is being taught in the world, that it's this mission, this soul's purpose. Like, you came here with this destined thing for you to do. First of all, what I want to say about that is, at first that can feel very exciting and empowering and like, oh my gosh, I have this soul's purpose. Let me find it. But it can also be very disempowering and debilitating when you're not connected to it. So what I want to do is I want to take that whole, like, we have this soul's mission, and like just put it in a little ball and throw it out into the trash. Because that is keeping you looking outside of yourself. And we want to go within. We want to go within. If you keep thinking that it's something outside of yourself that you have to find, something that you, that you need to find outside of yourself, it's going to keep you in this self-perpetuating loop and keep you stuck. So we need to release that program. Because I believe that there is no predetermined thing that you need to do in this lifetime. Yes, there's things that light you up. There's things that you're passionate about. And yeah, you're probably here to serve and help others. But you get to choose what that is in this lifetime. And we're going to dive in a little bit deeper on the other videos on what that is, so you can get a little bit of that tangible stuff through this video series. But just for today, I want you to really sit in the feeling that there's not a predetermined purpose for you in this lifetime. That your purpose is for you to get fully connected with yourself, your divine feminine, creating this beautiful internal relationship. And as you're connected with yourself, you're going to be moved to do things out in the world. Okay? I'm just going to check this here. What other notes do I have? So, yeah, I did all that. So if you're hearing this and you're feeling sensations in your body, maybe you're feeling chills, tingles, it means that I am speaking to your soul and your soul is resonating with this message. Or even if you're just like, that just feels so much lighter to me. It releases a lot of pressure that I've put on myself. Then this is a remembering. This is like an activating something within you so that you remember this, okay? That we get out of this matrix program that's backwards telling you that you have to go outside of yourself to find your purpose. Because that's a very immature, masculine construct that's been put on the planet, put on humanity. Okay, and it's time for us to shift this paradigm. And first, it's getting connected to your beingness and having that move you, okay? And I want you to really get that purpose is not a business. Purpose is not being of service. Purpose is not a career. Purpose is a beingness, okay? Purpose can be anything in your life. It can be purpose in your health and wellness and fitness journey. It can be traveling the world. It can be being a mother and raising a family. It can be being an amazing partner, a husband or a wife, or in a relationship. It can also be being of service. It can also be living your soul-led business. It can also be helping someone else with their soul-led business. It can be anything. It's just you being, because we are human beings. We are here to experience life and whatever life throws at us. Okay? So I just really wanted you to get the distinction of this before we move forward, of what purpose is and what purpose is not. Because there's so much that you can get caught up in that's outside of you, that's pulling you outside of yourself, and then you never find your purpose, okay? And you've maybe, done some searching on purpose, and the masculine way of this is like looking at like tools and logic to find your purpose. But purpose, this beingness, is illogical, okay? It's a feeling, it's an emotional state. So the masculine way could be like, okay, well, like, what are your passions? What are your skills? What's your education? Ooh, what's your trauma? What's the story that you've been through? What does the world actually need right now? What can you help people with? What are people searching for? Let's pull this all together and find your purpose in that, because, well, that's logical, right? I mean, I got caught in that for so long, and I tried that for so many years, and it didn't get me anywhere. It actually made me feel more disconnected from myself, because I was pulling all these things outside of myself, trying to piece a puzzle together. Yes, there was a lot I learned on the journey about myself that has actually brought me closer to myself, connected with myself and my purpose. So I'm not upset of all the time that I spent, and I can be sharing this with you right here, right now, so you don't get caught up in all that. When you discover your energetic signature of your divine feminine, you start to embody it, and things start to flow and move through you. What you're going to notice is all those things I just listed off are probably just going to be the natural expression that comes out. So we're not focusing on our skills and our gifts and all those things. Those are just natural. They're innate to you. They're going to flow through you when you're filled up from within with your purpose, your emotional state, and you're wanting to give to the world. You are being this example for others that need it from you. You are being that leader, and those things are just going to come out. Okay? So let go, if we can, of that masculine way of looking at all those things. Just know that those are a byproduct, and they're just going to happen, okay? So if I was to just explain to you what purpose, again, is, being this beingness, it's you getting connected to all parts of yourself, your mind, body, emotions, your spirit, all parts of those parts with your energetic signature. So those parts are all connecting to this emotional state. It's aligning to this emotional state. And we're going to talk about this more in the next video. And then from there, it's filling you up from within. And this energetic state is going to be exuding out of you. And you're going to be giving to the world from overflow, because you've created this inside of you. Now you are a living example of it. And it's just going to move you to want to help other people create this transformation inside of them. Okay? And it's all going to be done through aligned action, that things are moving you. Okay? So there we go. That's the first one. What is purpose? It takes some time to just let this sink in. You might want to watch this a few times. And I'm going to say in between the next session, your love assignment is to start to get connected to how you're feeling inside. The actions that you're taking in your life, are they coming from an emotional state that you're feeling inside that it's moving you? Or are you forcing yourself to do things because that's what you're supposed to do? That's the logical thing to do. What is the intention of the things that you're doing, and how are you feeling? Okay. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and I would love to hear what activated within you when you heard this. Sending this beautiful transmission for you to activate these beautiful codes inside of your body, and we're going to align it with your spirit, your mind, your emotions, and your body. We're going to lock this in on a cellular level. I'm really excited for the transformation that's being created through this video series. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon, and be sure to ask any questions that you have. Bye.